I also gotta say this. Jalen Rager's stepping it up. I saw a work ethic, enthusiasm that I hadn't seen before.
Good.
He's being intentional about being a football player. There's a very good intent in the way he's practicing, the way he's working.
.2:30, EJ Smith is going to join us. EJ was down there with you today.
I saw him. Yep.
Yeah. So they went. Today was the longest practice.
Hour and 50, baby.
Hour and 50. And did you know they're off tomorrow?
No, I didn't know that.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, they had a good practice today, man. They had a tough practice. They got it in today, man. Like, I'm really starting to turn the corner on what they do out on the field.
Their methodology, the way they're going about this.
They go about their business, man. It's not like you see anybody walking around. There's no wasted time.
Okay.
You rarely see people standing around. The only people really standing around are probably the D-line and the O-line, and they're not standing around because they're doing reps.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they don't hit in practice.
Well, they hit today. They hit yesterday. I mean, they before yesterday.
Okay, what hit? Hitting like what? Just initial hit and then stop, or what? What?
No, they're drive blocking and everything. They just don't finish plays like offensive lineman. If he has a chance to dump a defensive lineman, he's not going to do it. Although I saw a defensive lineman today finish the third team tackle and put him on his butt. I'm talking about laid him out.
Oh, you know that's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight eventually.
Well,
okay, so how does Mailata and Dillard have concussions? How is that possible?
Is it? I'm asking. I don't know. I'm proposing this. I don't know. But I mean, if they're in the trenches, there is contact.
Yeah, but they got the mushrooms on their helmet.
Right. Exactly. Bumper guards on their helmet. How did both have concussions today?
Barrett, I'm asking, does everybody wear it? Every player has that stuff on?
The wide receivers and corners don't have them. Safeties don't have them. But the linebackers, D-line, O-line, tight ends have the mushrooms on their helmet.
Okay, so I don't know how they got them. I don't know.
When I heard that this morning, I said, what?
So it was Mailata and who?
And Dillard.
Dillard. And Devontae Smith was out with a groin injury for just an FYI. But
I didn't see him today. Yeah, I didn't see him today.
Mailata and Dillard were out with concussions. So I don't know. I really don't know.
I'll tell you what, today was physical. I tell you what, man, Davion Taylor is starting to show me something, man.
Okay.
Davion
Taylor his one-on-one pass coverage has gotten better. He's more instinctual. He's playing faster. Kazir White playing faster. And I kept telling you guys that Nakobe Dean is going to take a while for him to get in the offense. I kept telling you he wasn't going to be a day one starter. It's probably going to take him the latter part of the year to even get on the field, taking some defensive reps.
I buy that, Barrett. I mean, we're asking. Hey, you're trying to teach him three different positions. Number one, he's trying to learn the pro game, and you have some linebackers now. It's not like you're desperate to have to get him out there right away.
In fact, I see Bradley taking more reps than he does.
No kidding.
Which is pretty good because Bradley's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
he's looking good,
and he's the best special teamer too. I mean, there were some people saying he might get cut. I don't believe he's getting cut, man.
Not after what I saw today. I don't think he's going to get cut either.
Yeah,
they're going in the right direction, man. It's not as though they just because they have this team that everybody's saying they're going to be good. They're not worried about what us as fans and media are saying. They don't care what we're saying. They're going about their business and going to work. Then I did see some guys that they're not going to make the team just because they just don't work hard enough, man. I saw guys, and you could tell the difference between going hard and going hard. Playing hard with intention and then just lollygagging, and not really lollygagging, but not going as hard as you can go, exhausting yourself, getting your body used to going physically to the limit every single play. And those are the guys that get cut. Those are the guys that don't get better. Right. And I saw some guys like that today. And I don't want to call them out. I don't want to really say anything, but everybody's seeing because they don't see the production on the practice field when it counts. Because what they're doing in drills is a direct reflection of what they're doing on the field when their opportunity comes and they're in there playing defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's interesting, man.
It's Epps is playing at a high level. Epps goes hard every single rep.
Barrett, everything I'm seeing from Epps is the dude's killing it all camp. He's
killing it
everywhere.
He's hungry. He's got that dog mentality. He's hungry.
Right. And then I told you, Harris, I thought they were going to move him from being that deep free safety to strong safety. He's in the box more. That's exactly what Harris is. He's playing well. But Kayvon Wallace, man, he's got to do more in practice. He's got to do more when the camera's not looking. He's got to do more when he's up there doing reps. You can't half-ass reps and think you're not going to half-ass play when the lights come on.
Right.
You're going to play exactly the way you practice. If you're going full go, your body get used to going full go. You can't just turn it on. You know, you got guys like A.J. Brown going full speed every single time he's on the field.
Yeah.
Sprinting. Running hard.
Barrett, he practices like T.O.
Yes.
Doesn't he? I mean, T.O. practiced hard.
Catches everything.
Yep.
Competes every single play. So that's what the expectation I see on the field is him doing that. Same thing with Epps. When they're in drills, going full speed, turning his hip, making sure he's turning that leg over, getting where he has to be, getting where his space is supposed to be. Then I see guys that's just, all right, I'm just going to go through the drill. All right, let me finish hard. You got to go finish. You got to act like you're finishing from the start of the drill to the end of the drill. You know what I'm saying? And I see guys that aren't doing it. They don't have that luxury of not doing it.
Yeah, and some of these guys, I think it sounds like are borderline guys too, man. They're
right. You know, a couple of defensive linemen I saw doing the same thing.
And don't think coaches don't see it because everything is on film nowadays. You cannot hide. You cannot hide anymore. So you know those are the guys lollygagging. If those guys are going to be applying for the CFL or trying to catch on somebody else's practice squad, they keep that up.
Let me also tell you guys, did you guys know this? That the Eagles sometimes will air the practice on their website.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I didn't know that. You know, I mean, I didn't know that sometimes they'll go ahead and film the practice and, you know, they'll have Spud. Spud will be, you know, commentating over it, talking over it, showing different things. But, yeah, it's on the website. You can see the live practice on the website.
Interesting, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
They don't do it every single time, but I was trying to see if they could put on the alert. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm having NBC tell me when they do it. But you know, I learned a lot from practice today.
Okay, all right.
You know?
Well, so tell me if this observation, because I read as much as I can from people who are down there. Defense way outplayed the offense today. Like in the defensive line in particular, had a really good day. True
on pass plays. On pass plays, they dominated. The front, the front four, the front three, whoever's in there, dominated. You know, even the first team line had some problems against them.
Okay.
But then again, you got to give the offensive line props on them running the ball. They muscled guys in the running game. Nobody said that, did they? The running back wasn't getting touched till he got to the second level.
Yeah, it was more just defensive line won the battle, like kind of one of those deals. But
they won the battle in the pass rush, but they got their ass kicked, handed to them in the run. So much so, the past 2 times I seen him in full pass, and I saw, you know, the run game. That I'm getting kind of nervous. I'm literally getting kind of nervous because those guys are being pushed around a little bit.
Barrett, is any of it Hurts is holding it too long in the pass game?
No, I mean those guys are getting out physical.
Okay,
and I think has a lot to do with Big Jordan not being over the left tackle.
Yeah, he didn't, like we mentioned. If you're just tuning in, he was out today. He and Dillard have concussions, so he did not play today.
Right, so you could tell there was a lot of the pressure coming over there. Also, the defense, I got to give Gannon props because he schemed it. He schemed it perfectly. They're playing a lot tighter man-to-man, a lot more man-to-man, a lot more cover 3.
What's the front look like? Like
a
lot of different looks, multiples?
It varies. You know, sometimes they have like today was a lot of passing down. There was a lot of passing they were trying to accomplish. So it was a lot of nickel front, which was 4 defensive, well, two D tackles, and those hybrid guys on the end, like BG.
So Reddick's on the end in that set?
Yeah.
Where is he? Okay.
Yeah. Reddick's on one side.
Is he standing up or his hand in the dirt?
Standing up.
Okay.
For the most part. Sweat had a good day today.
Okay.
Sweat, man, he's getting better, man. He's gonna be a trooper, man. I mean, he might be second or third as far as sacks this year. That's how good he looks.
Okay.
Sweat looks good. Derek, he's got to work harder at
Barnett
at finishing plays, man. You like I said, the way you work in practice usually is going to reflect how you play when the lights come on. Like in game situations, scrimmage situations, if you half-ass do it when you're out there, then you're going to get the same effort because your body only knows that way of doing things. If you go full go, your body's used to it, so it's not going to be hard for you to turn it on. But if you never turned it on and you wait until it's time to turn it on, your body won't know how to react to that. There's very few people that can go without practice and go in and just debo. Very few people. Few and far between. There's only certain gifted athletes that could do that. None of these guys that I'm talking about are that gifted to be able to turn it on.
This guy could do it. The guy behind me.
Yeah.
The guys we're talking about aren't that guy. Okay.
Like, that guy right there didn't have to practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't practice hard either. I would go so far as to say Big Reggie didn't practice hard.
Yeah.
But when you have a God-given talent like he had, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, his anointing showed every time he wanted to turn it on, he could.
See, Barrett, that bothers me about Barnett. Like, dude, you've been underwhelming, and I'm being kind here, in your career for a guy who was taken where he was taken. And, you should be out there busting your ass. I mean, you took a way less money.
He paid half. I mean, you remember he made 10.5 last year.
Yeah.
This year he's making 5.5.
And, and you took it because you didn't have other options, basically. And you still, man, it's discouraging.
Well, I mean, but I'll probably get some slack for saying that, about Barnett or saying that about Kayvon Wallace.
Keep it real, man.
But if they got a problem with me saying it, then let's sit down and watch film about it. Let's sit down and watch film. Let's see what you did on practice and see if it translated during the team drills. I mean, I would do that any day. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm not going to do is lie.
Yeah.
What I see is what I see. I'm not going to lie about what I see. Now, you want me to pat you up, hey, you're doing a great job? No, I'm not going to do that because I know at the end of the day, you're either not going to make the team or you're not going to be on the field. You're not going to make that 47-man roster on game day for damn sure.
All right, let me hit you with another observation I saw from a lot of folks. Good day for Britton Covey.
Yes. Great day. And you know what? Covey may not make this team, but I see 2 or 3 years down the road, he's the next Wes Welker. And I'm not saying, just because his size, his speed, and I mean, the kid's got heart. I see him being that type of player.
Sounds like they'll try to bury him on the practice squad.
They'll
just
try
to practice. Yeah.
It sounds like somebody will scoop him up if they do that.
And he'll end up somewhere like New England or something, and become an all-star simply because he just works so hard. He's out there with a purpose. He understands. But in the same breath that I'm saying casting doubt on certain people, I also gotta say this: Jalen Reagor's stepping it up. I saw a work ethic, enthusiasm that I hadn't seen before.
Not good.
He's being intentional about being a football player. There's a very good intent in the way he's practicing, the way he's working.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's encouraging, man. Maybe the light switch has finally got, flicked here.
I'm very encouraged about what Reagor's been doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sorry, what he did today.
Well, he had apparently he was very good the other day too. So he's had a couple good practices here.
You got to do that. Be consistent. Minshew's got some work to do also.
How was Hurts?
Hurts was good, and I don't want this to happen. People start talking about, he threw an interception, but then he starts holding the ball because if it's not open, he's not going to throw the ball. See, that's the damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation that you can put quarterbacks in by saying, he didn't have a bad day, he threw 2 picks. He might have been throwing those picks so he can learn what he can and can't do. But if he doesn't at least try to, how does he figure out he can't do it? See, a lot of the times when people, are judging him over what he's doing, He's either trying new stuff. He just had a bad play that play. But there's also other factors that are involved with these picks. Like it may be something where the wrong route was been run.
Mm-hmm.
A hot wasn't seen by the receiver, so they didn't break into the right coverage. Or maybe it's just the guy that he was playing against that time, the receiver was playing against, just had a better play than the receiver, or just outsmarted the quarterback. Those things happen. But I don't want him to start holding the ball so long because he didn't want his stat line and people talking about him throwing interceptions dictate to him and everybody else that he's going to hold the ball and not take chances.
See, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of.
You got to take chances.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? I mean, we when we talk about him, people, I think, mistakenly always focus on arm strength. I think he's fine there, but it's getting the ball out quickly. It's going through your progressions. It's staying in the pocket and doing your thing. I mean, if that's an issue now, that's going to be an issue when it gets real.
Yep.
Come September 11th. So that's worrisome.
You don't want it to start. You don't want to see, but today he was getting the ball out. He was making plays. He threw one in the dirt to keep from throwing an interception down in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Fine with that. If it's not there, live to see another day, man.
Exactly. So he's a lot better. He's miles ahead of where he was last year at this point.
Okay.
Put it like that. I didn't see much of Carson Strong. I didn't, William Stark. I really didn't. Actually, I'm apologize because I didn't really focus on Carson Strong today. I was looking a little Minshew, a little bit of Hurts, but for the most part, I wanted to see what the safeties were doing and the linebackers, I focused on them for the most part throughout I didn't even go down with the offensive line. I watched a couple of one-on-ones, but just enough I could see, okay, he's playing well. But then after that, I was down and I was watching 7-on-7, one-on-ones, team with the entire teams, because I really wanted to see how the safeties were playing, how the linebackers were playing.
How's Kaiser White looked, Barrett? I haven't heard a lot on him. Sometimes
that's good. He's looking quick. He's looking explosive. He's not getting a lot of balls thrown to him because he's on the receiver he's supposed to be on.
Okay.
TJ Edwards, once again, had a great practice. He wants to be perfect. So if he's not perfect, he gets mad at himself and tries to go out there and fix whatever he did. You could tell that, he's getting better. Excuse me. He's getting better, man.
I think the linebackers are going to be really good, man.
They are looking good. He reminds me a lot of remember the linebacker we had from Texas? He went to
Jordan Hicks.
Jordan Hicks. He reminds me a lot of Jordan Hicks.
Okay. I mean, Jordan Hicks, when he was on the field, was excellent. He just couldn't stay healthy. Yeah.
So he's looking like that type of player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's the leader too. He's leading while he's in there. So, and
that might be another reason why it takes the Kobe Dean a while to get out there. I mean, that's a good problem to have. You guys are playing well.
Have you had a chance to look at the wide receivers matching up against Bradbury and Slay?
Those two are so good, man. And you can tell it's a competition between the three of them. It's a competition between Avonte Maddox, Slay, and Bradbury. They're both all three of them are trying to outplay each other, which is healthy competition. You want that. Yep. It's the game within the game with those three. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, my guy is out there balling now. I keep telling you, don't sleep on McPherson.
Okay.
Zach McPherson is balling.
So he looks like he's ready to take that next step.
Yeah, he looks like it. I'll tell you one other guy that's taking the next step. Joshua Scott. They put him in a little safety. I mean, Josiah Scott. That's his name, Josiah Scott. They like Maiden also. Jared Maiden. He's playing pretty well also. Zach McPherson, man, he's showing me something, man.
Okay, that's good. That's a good sign, man. And you said Davion Taylor too? Showed you a little something?
Davion looks like a freak out there, man. His ability to run. Now he's diagnosing things better. He's coming downhill.
Because this guy didn't play a ton of football in his high school year. He was
he was a Jehovah's Witness. He was a Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
And they don't playing on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times he couldn't play on Saturday games, just from his fate. So it was hard for him to really hone in on being a good football player until he got to college. But everybody saw the talent. Everybody could see how good he was in high school, was Colorado gave him an opportunity to go out there and try to play better. And he took advantage of the opportunity. What was it, 3rd round pick?
Yeah, 3rd, I believe.
3rd round pick.
Yeah.
So Davion looks really good, man. He's a 3rd round pick from 2020.
Yep.
Davion looks good. He is representing, and I saw glimmers of it last year. It's showing up right now. You can say he's a totally different player than he was. Totally different player.
This is good, man. I love this stuff. This is why I love it when you're down there. I love getting the insights, who looks good, who doesn't, what's happening.
Love being hot, though. It was so hot out there, bro.
You taking one for the team, man. Yeah.
And then people kept talking, trying to talk to him. Like, come on now. Then people want to come up and shake my hand, give fives, and I'm thinking about monkeypox and all that nonsense, man. So I want to push people away, get away. You know what I'm saying?
Barrett's in a hazmat suit. He's standing around. Don't get near him. Yeah.
I want to stop there. Unclean.
Oh my God.
Unclean. Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he said monkeypox.
Yeah, I was like,
all right, good. Well, all right. So I want to keep dipping into this, man, because we'll keep rolling with the observations here. I got to hit you with a couple others that I noticed, like, people reacting to today. Again, EJ Smith's going to join us at 2:30. EJ was down there with Barrett as well. Matt Gelb at 1 o'clock talking some Phillies as they're back at it tonight at home against the Nets. Thor on the mound tonight. Syndergaard will be pitching for the Phillies.
That's right. They used to call him Thor, right?
That's right. So we'll do that, but let's continue with the camp observations when we come back. Barrett, go get a nice cold drink, man. Cool off, and I'll keep throwing down my crunchy peanut butter sandwich. But anyway, we'll get through it. Let's go 200 likes today. So while we're at the break, let's hammer the like button. All right, let's do that. D Gunn, Barrett Brooks, Rob Ellis. We are Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. All right, finances, right? You work your tail off every single day to help yourself get set up for later in life, or just to have something in the old savings, man. And knowing who to trust is difficult, but I found the right person, and I want to share it with you. That's Jim Murray from Principal Financial Group. Whether it's retirement planning, 401k review, insurance review, if you have a small business, you try to set up employee benefits, whatever the case may be, he's a great resource. If you're not really sure, reach out to him. He can help you with this, or he can steer you in the right direction. For me, I've entrusted my IRA, my 401k rollover with Jim, and I couldn't be any happier, and you will be too. Give him a call, 610-996-4751. That's 610-996-4751. You can email him as well at Murray, MURRAY.Jim @principal.com. That's Murray.Jim @principal.com.